Hello my friends, this is Amner Hunter from amnerhunterstudios. Welcome to another video related content from the website therecordingrevolution.com. This content and material is possible thanks to Graham Cochrane, who in a very good way he's letting me use some of his content to put it on my channel, to share it with you guys, and this time around we're going to be checking out some myths about home recording, and some myths that mostly on the internet we have heard and in the past years, and well, there are a lot of myths, but we are going to be checking out 4 of them that I think that are the most common. All right, so myth number 1 is it's about the preamps. All right, it says that the preamps in your audio interfaces are junk and that you need to buy an external mic preamp. All right, I see this quite a lot on the internet. No matter what audio interface you have, you are always going to be finding people criticizing the preamps on your interface, right? They are making claims that if you want to make good recordings, then you need an additional mic preamp. All right, but before we dive a little more into this, let's look first at of what are mic preamps. All right, well, mic preamps are used because the electrical signal of a microphone, of capturing the audio, right, the sound, the signal is very small. All right, so we need, if we want to record audio or send a signal of audio to a mixer maybe, or to a recording device, we need a preamplifier, right, that will allows us to have the signal at the very optimal level, right, so we can use it and process it later, right? So that's what basically a preamplifier does, right? So it just amplifies the signal to an optimal level that we can use in recording or live environment. All right, so this myth about the preamps in our audio interfaces are junk are just, well, to me they make no sense, right? Because to me, I have experience with audio interfaces, right? Very affordable ones. I have the Presonus audio box, and I have the Tascam US 1800, right, with 8 microphone channels and another 8 for instruments. Okay, so they have the sound that they capture. It's to me it's very good. Right, I have plenty of headroom on my DAW when I record this, and I have no noise, or very low levels of noise from the environment. Right, so this myth leads us to two important problems. All right, so one of them is that it creates an attitude of discontentment in your equipment, okay, and leading you to put too much responsibility on the shoulders of more gear, when really it should fall on you and your skills. All right, so the gear is only tools that we have at our disposition. All right, no matter how big our gear or how expensive our gear is, if we don't learn it, and if we don't get better with our skills in mixing or recording, that sweet gear that we have is going to mean nothing. All right, so instead of putting a lot of responsibility on the gear and blaming the gear for our recordings, we should be focus our attention in things like, for example, mic placement, to get a better guitar tone, a better tone itself before the recording, we can focus our energy in practicing more to give a better performance, all right, and make a better composition, work on the arrangements of the song, all right. So that's the first problem with the myth. The second one, it is that it doesn't really give a concrete answer to your problem, since which mic preamp to get is also debatable, right? Leading to home recording newbie into a spiral of confusion and self-doubt. All right, so there are a lot of options out there of mic preamps, right? And I think they all are great, right? Some of them might sound different than others, because if you purchase, for example, maybe a tube preamplifier, maybe it would have a kind of analog sound to it, right? And the preamplifiers that we have on our affordable interfaces are more clean, right? And they are not adding coloration to the sound. They are just clean, right? So if you buy a more expensive tube preamplifier, it may be sound different than yours, but not necessarily better, right? Okay, so this is and this is about myth number 1. And you have to take advantage of the things that you have at the moment, right? So if you purchase that interface, use it. You don't need a better interface to make a great recording at home, all right? Well, let's jump up to myth number 2, which says that home recording is equal demos, and that serious recording takes thousands of dollars and the studio, very expensive studio, right? I have come across a lot of people on the web who think that the whole home recording industry is a sham, and really the most you can do at home with this affordable gear is just make a great demo, but not a pro recording, okay? I think they are just ignorant, right? And they are blaming other things, like gear, for example, and expensive stuff. They are blaming affordable gear for giving them bad recordings or bad mixings, right? So first of all, there are great bands out there that have been making records and Grammy Award. I'm talking about Grammy Award bands that are making records at home, right? Let me give you two examples, right? Foo Fighters, the album There's Nothing Left to Lose, right? And well, as you know, Foo Fighters is a big rock famous band, and so Dave Grohl himself likes a lot the home recording stuff, right? They like to do a lot of the things at home, and so this album There's Nothing Left to Lose, one of their most successful albums, was recorded at Dave Grohl's home, all right, in Dave's hometown, and they set the studio in the basement, all right, and as a result, in 1999 there was this album, all right. Another great example is Red Hot Chili Peppers, which is a band I love. I think they are excellent, great band. So their album Blood Sugar Sex Magic, which was made in 1991, right? And this album totally put these guys on the map of music. So this album was recorded and on an old haunted mansion in LA, right? And as a result, there was a unique challenge and groundbreaking, all right? So they made a great album and they won a Grammy Award for it, all right? So these are two examples of great bands or big bands that have recorded at home, all right? So this thing leads us to the following, which is that at home we can make great sounding music, right? It all depends on our skills, for sure. And on time, I have proven myself that this is true, because with the experience that you are gaining throughout the years, you are getting better at your craft, right? So with the same gear, you can eventually get better, right? So the more you practice, the more you do this, the better you get, right? That's inevitable, right? So that's myth number 2. And well, I think a lot of people are putting out excuses, just excuses that are holding them back, right? And also holding back a lot of other people that maybe want to put out great music, but when they see these myths that are on the internet, when they see these people talking about it, and they might feel not very motivated at all, or they feel that they are never going to achieve high quality recordings because of their affordable gear, right? But I think you can take me as an example. If you check out my mixes from the first mix that I did, comparing to the latest one, you are going to listen to a very big difference. Actually, in this next couple of days, I'm going to upload a video about some of the latest work that I have been doing with local bands and national and international bands, and regarding mixing and recording and mastering as well. So in there, I'm going to put the songs like chronologically, so that you can listen how much my work has improved, right? And it's just with practice, right? And it's practically the same gear that I have back then that I have now. So stay tuned for some other myths that we are going to be checking out, folks. So thank you very much for your attention, and we'll see you on the next video, right?